So what we can do now, though, because we have our MIDI interface linked, we can, if we want to, change one of these to maybe a different synth or different sound. Now here we've got V-string synth, so if we click that, there we are. Now what we have here, we could rename it if we want to, but what we have here is the V-string synth, and it's played on channel 1. And what we can do, if we want to, we can look for our MIDI interface connection, and here is MIDI Editorial. That's the MIDI interface that's fixed here. We click on that. So now we are going to talk to the keyboard that is attached. There's the keyboard, just a simple one for demonstration purposes. And we've plugged in the MIDI input from our USB MIDI interface, and now we're going to just choose a different sound. We're going on channel 1, which is fine. We'll leave the bank as it is. We'll leave acoustic grand piano for a moment and see how that sounds. So we click on OK. Now, all being well, we will hear the grand piano instead of that string part. So here we go. We go back to the beginning, press play, and see what happens. Make sure that the keyboard is on, press play. Now it's playing this keyboard. There's the volume, and we turn it down. So on that track it's now playing this keyboard. So we're sending that channel to this keyboard. Now if we want to change the sound of, let's say, the external keyboard, just click on that again. And this time we'll choose a different sound. So let's go down to Hammond organ. Let's choose that. You'll hear, hopefully, you'll hear the difference. Here we go. Set it back to beginning and press play. There's that keyboard. Now playing the organ sound. So we can play external keyboards, and we have on different tracks, and some keyboards are capable of playing more than one MIDI track at a time. So you could assign different voices to different tracks. Bear in mind, each of these is set to a different track. For example, if I click on finger bass, there, you'll see this is on port 2, blaster 1. And of course the channel will dictate, we could try this. So if I choose, just one moment, if I choose Eddie Roll port, choose the same port, but I'm going to choose a different channel. So I'm going to choose channel 2 and change this to a bass sound. Let's find a nice bass sound. Slap bass 1. Hopefully that's okay. Right, now let's see what happens. Go back to beginning and press play. with the organ without any bass. And there's the bass playing on channel 2 on this keyboard. So if you have a multi sound keyboard, you can play all sorts of different sounds at the same time. Great fun. Okay, next step is I will be demonstrating to you is we can download any MIDI program. We'll just have a quick look at how that goes. So I'll just make this very small. There we go.